Is negative thinking always ruining your day? Have you ever felt really upset by your feelings or caught up in bad thoughts? What if I told you that an old way of thinking called Stoicism could help you get through these tough times? Marcus Aurelius once said that we can control our minds, but not what happens around us. Today, we're going to look into these wise words. Understand this, and you'll find strength. This idea begins a journey that could change your life. Join us as we explore 13 Stoic lessons that aren't just lessons, they're ways to live. These lessons will help you stay calm and strong even when things get tough. Welcome to Stoicism, Eradicating Negative Thinking. Lesson 1. Understanding control. Ever felt like life is throwing you curveballs with unexpected problems or changes? This is where the idea of knowing what you can and can't control helps a lot. It's a key point from Stoicism, an ancient teaching that's like a helping hand during tough times. Imagine you're organizing an event outdoors and it suddenly starts raining. You can't change the weather, right? But how you react to that rain is totally in your hands. You could be upset, or you could find a solution, like moving the event indoors, or even enjoying the rain for a bit. Epictetus, a wise Stoic who once was a slave, taught us, some things are in our control and others not. This seems simple, but holds deep truth that can really make a difference in our lives. Every day we come across things we can influence, like what we read or who we spend time with. But then, there are things beyond our reach, like what's happening around the world or the weather. Stoicism teaches us that our happiness depends on how we interpret and react to these outside events, not the events themselves. Think back to a tough time, maybe when you missed out on a job. It felt terrible then, but maybe it opened new doors or taught you something valuable. To make the most out of this lesson, ask yourself if you can control something. If yes, act on it. If no, see it as a chance to grow by accepting and adapting. This mindset frees us from a lot of stress and helps us find peace in chaos by reminding us to focus on what we can control and to be at peace with what we can't. Lesson 2. Slow down and think. In a world that loves speed and quick answers, taking a moment to reflect feels old-fashioned. Yet, pausing to think is a lifesaver when everything around us demands fast action. We make countless decisions daily, from small ones like what to eat to big life choices. It's not about the size of the decision, but how we handle it. Imagine getting a message that triggers you, maybe criticism at work or a friend's offhand remark. The urge to react or get upset is immediate. However, pausing allows your emotions space to settle and be understood, not suppressed. Reflection means staying with our feelings, questioning why a remark stung, or what past experiences might color our reactions. It's about understanding our initial responses, whether they're really about the present or echoes of the past. Thinking before speaking also nurtures empathy. It lets us consider others' perspectives, understanding that maybe they spoke thoughtlessly due to their own bad day. This approach can deepen understanding in our relationships and avoid many conflicts. Taking time to think benefits not just personal, but professional life. Leaders who reflect before deciding are often seen as more credible and wiser. Their well-considered choices tend to have lasting impact. In essence, choosing to reflect in a fast-paced world is a quiet rebellion. It's about caring for ourselves, fostering happiness, and treating others kindly. It's not just a practice, but a life philosophy that values depth and meaningful connections over quick judgments. It invites us on an inward journey that profoundly affects our external world, shaping our reactions and how we build our lives. Lesson 3. Learn to stay balanced. Living in a world full of feelings, the thought of learning to stay cool and not get too caught up may sound odd. But let's really dig into what this means and how it can actually change things. Being cool-headed isn't about hiding how you feel or pretending you don't care about what's happening around you. It's about being the calm spot in a storm. Picture yourself not getting swamped by what's happening, what you're going through, or how you're feeling. Remember the last film that totally grabbed you? There were moments of tension, thrill, and maybe sadness. You knew it was all make-believe. Even though you got into the story, you didn't jump up to save the hero or root for the villain, as if their troubles were your own. You felt the emotions, but kept a bit of space between you and them. This way of living was something the Stoics talked about a lot. It's understanding that feelings come and go without letting them take the wheel. Imagine someone cuts you off while driving. It's natural to get mad or annoyed. With a cool-headed approach, you learn to notice these feelings without making a big deal out of them, letting them pass by like clouds. This doesn't mean you stop caring or become indifferent. It just means you handle your feelings better. Instead of snapping or acting on impulse in tough situations, you pause to look at your choices. If you think with a clear head, you avoid getting swept up in the moment and make smarter moves and act positively. Being cool-headed also means how we deal with big problems outside our control. It's natural to ride a roller coaster of feelings when a big crisis hits or when people we care about are in trouble. We can choose to stay composed and kind rather than feeling defeated or hopeless. Practicing being cool-headed doesn't make us cold or heartless. It means that even when life throws challenges at us, we keep our peace. In a way, being cool-headed is like an anchor that holds us steady in stormy times. It lets us face challenges with strength and grace. It gives us the backbone and steadiness to support ourselves and others. And it shows us that, although feelings are part of being human, we have the ability to stay calm amidst chaos. Lesson 4. Understand that things always change. The one constant in life is change itself. Everything from the changing seasons to the cells in our bodies that renew regularly is in a state of change. Despite this constant change, many people resist it due to fear of the unknown. However, Stoic philosophy suggests we should not just accept change, but welcome it as a key part of life. Acknowledging change should not scare us, but rather encourage us to appreciate the present moment. Imagine if everything in your life stayed the same forever, loved ones always around, no change in your life situation, and every single feeling lasting for eternity. This might seem nice at first, but it would eventually lead to feeling stuck. Being aware of change brings vibrancy, depth, and movement to life. It makes us value every moment, knowing it won't last forever, pushing us to enjoy the simple pleasures and express our love while we can. Even during hard times, the Stoic view on change reminds us that these challenges will pass. Recognizing that everything changes helps us see that problems eventually fade away, just like storms clear up. This encourages us that we can overcome life's challenges. To embrace change, start by shifting your perspective. Instead of resisting change, learn to move with it effortlessly. Develop an attitude of non-attachment to physical things and situations, understanding their temporary nature. Appreciate the lessons and chances for growth that changes bring. Opening up to change is like dancing with life, engaging with its changing tempo, and finding joy and purpose in every new moment. Lesson 5. Learn to be thankful. Being thankful is simple, but can really change how we view everything around us. It means noticing and being happy about the good stuff in our lives, especially when times are tough. When we focus on being thankful, we shift our attention from what we lack to what we have, and from what's going wrong to what's going right. The ancient Stoics knew that being thankful could lead us to feel peaceful and satisfied. They believed that happiness comes from appreciating what we have right now. But how do we actually do this? And why is it so crucial? Thanking isn't only for the big gestures or rare moments. It's also for enjoying the little joys, like the warmth of sunlight, the laughter of a child, or the smell of your favorite food. It's about realizing how these small moments are truly significant. The Stoics suggested thinking about how temporary these joys are by imagining not having them anymore. What if you couldn't feel the sun or hear a loved one laugh? Wouldn't those memories be even more precious? This way of thinking isn't meant to make us sad, but to help us value now more. It's a nudge to see that the everyday things we overlook are actually priceless. Gratitude can also help us when we're facing tough times. It's easy to fall into despair and negativity, but with a thankful heart, we can remain hopeful and strong, even in bad situations. For instance, even when you're ill, you can still be grateful for the support from family, care from doctors, and the opportunity to recover. Focusing on these thankful points can help you find joy and strength, no matter the situation. So, how do we make gratitude a part of our daily life? Start by deciding to do it. Each day, take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. It could be writing it down, making a mental note, or sharing with someone. Be specific in your gratitude. For instance, don't just say, "I'm grateful for my family." Think about particular reasons or moments that make you grateful for them. By doing this, you can start seeing the world differently, leading to happiness and contentment. Lesson 6. Strengthen your resilience. Being resilient means you can bounce back from tough times, adapt to changes, and keep going when things get hard. This quality can help you not give up when faced with difficulties, instead allowing you to emerge even stronger. The Stoics, wise philosophers, knew that being strong mentally was crucial for handling life's roller coaster. They believed that by building our inner strength, we could face any challenge with bravery and poise. But how can we become more resilient in everyday life? It starts with changing how we view challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as just problems, we can view them as opportunities to learn and get stronger. When something tough comes up, ask yourself, what can this teach me? How can this make me stronger? This mindset shift gives you the strength to tackle challenges head-on. Another key part of resilience is being able to manage stress and negative feelings. The Stoics were big on techniques like being mindful and meditating to maintain a peaceful mind and emotional balance. These practices help you remain calm and focused during tough times, ensuring you make smart choices and act appropriately. Resilience also involves dealing well with change and uncertainty. Life is constantly changing, and so must our plans and goals. The Stoics taught not to cling too tightly to specific outcomes or resist change. Rather, they suggested embracing life's twists and turns, sticking to our core values, and flowing with life's changes. This adaptability allows us to face the unknown with bravery instead of fear. Finally, having a supportive community is crucial for resilience. A network of friends, family, or mentors provides support and guidance during hard times. Sharing your struggles and seeking help is a powerful way to strengthen your resilience. In summary, resilience is about building the inner tools needed to face tough situations. With resilience, you can navigate life's challenges with bravery and elegance, confident in your ability to overcome and grow stronger from them. Lesson 7. Living true to your values. Living according to your values means making choices that reflect what matters most to you. This involves understanding deeply what your core values are and committing to follow them in every part of your life. The Stoics believed that true joy and peace come from aligning our lives with our values. But how do we identify our values, and how can we live in a way that stays true to them? Start by pinpointing your fundamental values. These are the principles and beliefs that will steer your life and help you determine your priorities. These values might include things like honesty, empathy, resilience, or integrity. Spend some time introspecting to discover what truly matters to you. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt the most fulfilled or content. These can clue you into your core values. Once you've identified your values, aim to ensure your decisions and actions consistently reflect them. This might mean making difficult choices that align with your values, even when it's inconvenient. For instance, if honesty is a core value, strive to be truthful in all situations, even when lying might seem easier. If compassion is important to you, look for ways to be kind and help others in your everyday life. Living according to your values also requires self-awareness and accountability. Regularly review your choices and actions to ensure they align with your values. If you notice a mismatch between your actions and your values, take responsibility and adjust your behavior accordingly. Living a life aligned with your values is a continuous journey. As you evolve, continuously reassess and realign your actions with your values. True happiness and self-fulfillment come from being authentic to yourself and living in a way that reflects your values. People who live in harmony with their values tend to make life choices that bring them joy and satisfaction, even in the face of challenges. Stoic philosophy teaches us valuable lessons on managing our feelings and overcoming life's hurdles to achieve peace and joy. In a world full of intense emotions, it guides us to understand what we can control, think carefully before acting, stay calm, embrace change, be thankful, become strong, and live by our values. Remember, mastering these teachings takes time and continuous practice. Yet, by applying Stoic ideas every day, you can start improving how you relate to yourself and others. Imagine seeing someone upset and feeling their pain, but choosing not to act impulsively. This is what staying calm means: being fully engaged with life, experiencing its highs and lows, but also knowing when to observe from a distance without getting overwhelmed. In today's world, where we're bombarded with endless information, keeping a level head is crucial. Without it, we'd be exhausted from the emotional roller coaster. Staying calm acts as a shield, allowing us to navigate life more steadily and evenly. This calmness is key in dealing with others, especially during arguments. Being able to remain impartial can turn a potential fight into a constructive discussion. By listening more effectively and responding thoughtfully, we can solve conflicts with kindness and insight. Achieving this starts with self-awareness, regularly reflecting on our feelings and triggers. This reflection creates a moment to choose our actions consciously rather than just reacting. Moreover, staying calm doesn't mean missing out on life's pleasures. Instead, it enhances our experiences by allowing us to fully engage in the present, free from the fear of loss or change. Aiming for balance in an ever-changing world, this approach guides us to inner peace and graceful living. By doing so, we improve not only our lives, but also bring peace and clarity to those around us. Lesson 8. Consider, is this going to be significant in 5 years? In life, we're often tested in our patience, strength, and how we see things. Every day we face different events that make us feel many emotions, from being slightly upset over spilled coffee to more serious issues like fights with those we care about. When we're in the middle of these events, it's easy to get overwhelmed by our emotions. Missing a deadline, receiving negative feedback, or forgetting an important date can feel like a huge deal. Asking, "Is this going to be significant in 5 years?" can change our perspective. This question makes us think ahead and then look at our current situation differently. Suddenly, the argument or missed opportunity doesn't seem so big. Most of our current worries will become minor points in our life story that we might not even recall. Think about what you were stressed about 5 years ago. How much of it still matters? How much has been replaced by new experiences and knowledge? This idea makes us feel grounded and free. By often asking this question, we learn what truly counts for us. It helps us tell the difference between small problems and big ones that really matter. Even if a day feels really tough, it's just one day out of many in our work life. This way of thinking makes us stronger and helps us deal with tough times better. It shows us that just because things are hard doesn't mean we're stuck. We can make plans, change them if needed, and keep going, knowing that over time we'll find new ways to solve problems and see things more clearly. It's more than just minimizing our concerns. This question encourages us to reflect on what's genuinely important, to make our actions and choices meaningful over time, focusing on relationships, personal development, and lasting experiences is crucial. Is this going to be significant in 5 years? Guides us to lead a life filled with meaning, perspective, and tranquility. Despite our immediate focused world, returning to this question helps us navigate life's ups and downs gracefully, directing our efforts and attention to what's truly important. Lesson 9. Keep a simple Stoic diary. Lesson 9 is about starting a diary with Stoic ideas. Journaling is something many people find useful. It helps remember what happened, think about life, grow, and see things clearly. Stoics, who like to understand themselves and get better, also practice journaling. But a Stoic diary is not just about writing down daily activities. It's for deep thinking, understanding your feelings, why you make certain choices, and how you react to things. This is how you see what's happening outside and how it matches up with what you believe inside. Think about ending your day by thinking about how you felt and why. Why did someone's words bother you? Why did you find happiness in a boring task? Looking closely at our days helps us understand our own thinking, what makes us feel certain ways, and how our choices shape our lives. Even Marcus Aurelius, who was both a Stoic thinker and an emperor, wrote down his thoughts privately. His writings show us his personal struggles and thoughts. But you don't have to be someone famous to keep a Stoic diary. Nowadays, with so much going on, taking a moment to think about your day is really helpful. Doing this every day can help you stay balanced and clear-headed, and you'll start to notice things about how you feel and act. You'll see patterns that can help you grow. The diary makes you responsible for your own actions and thoughts by making you think about them every day. It's a way to use Stoic thinking in everyday life, helping you understand yourself better, improve, and make decisions that match your values. Lesson 10. See problems as learning opportunities. The 10th lesson encourages us to view problems as opportunities to gain knowledge. Life is full of challenges, from minor hurdles to massive shifts that affect the whole world. Facing difficulties is a natural part of life. But what if we viewed these challenges not as barriers, but as chances to grow? The Stoics had a unique perspective on facing difficulties. They believed that while we might not have control over every situation that comes our way, we do have power over how we view and react to these situations. By shifting how we see things, obstacles transform into teachings. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic thinker, summed this up by saying, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Consider how a river deals with a boulder in its path. It doesn't stop. It either finds a way around, erodes the boulder over time, or creates a new route. Initially, the boulder seems like a hindrance, but it actually helps the river find a new direction. Similarly, our life's challenges can redirect us, often leading to unexpected outcomes. Losing a job might initially seem terrible, but it can open doors to new careers, learning opportunities, or even starting a business. Likewise, the end of a relationship might lead to personal growth and forming deeper connections later on. Adopting this Stoic mindset also builds resilience. Viewing problems as lessons makes us more adaptable and prepared to tackle challenges directly. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we start asking, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me better?" It's important to note that this doesn't mean we should seek out problems or ignore them. Rather, it's about recognizing that every challenge presents a solution and an opportunity to improve. Nurturing this mindset with optimism, patience, and determination allows us to turn challenges into pathways for growth, wisdom, and joy. Lesson 11. Always be thankful. Being thankful is a special way to see and feel the good in our lives. It makes us happy, satisfied, and gives us fresh ways to look at the world. The ancient Stoics made it a habit to think about what they were thankful for every day. This helped them live in the moment and appreciate the good things in life. Thankfulness is more than just saying thanks. It means really valuing the people and things that improve our lives. It's about finding the good in the simple moments, learning from our troubles, and remembering that nothing lasts forever, which makes everything more special. Seneca, a famous teacher from long ago, taught that being happy means enjoying now without worrying about later. This is what it means to be thankful, to fully live in the now and love every bit of it. Think about the small things we often overlook, like the warmth of the sun, the sound of someone laughing, sharing a meal, or even the air we breathe. By noticing and valuing these things, we make our lives richer. Being thankful helps us not to dwell on what we're missing or worry too much about the future. It teaches us to be happy with what we have, which can make us feel less jealous or unhappy, and even make us healthier. You might wonder how to get better at this. Try writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, this habit can change how you see the world, making you more welcoming to the good and stronger in tough times. Thankfulness also makes our relationships better. When we thank people for their kindness, we build stronger bonds, respect each other more, and create a circle of love and kindness. It reminds us to appreciate what we already have in a world that always wants more. It's a way to truly enjoy life, embrace it fully, and walk through life with a thankful heart. Lesson 12. Take a little break for quiet thinking. In the rush of our daily routines, grabbing a moment of silence can feel like finding a precious gem hidden away. Imagine it as a secret meetup with just you, where the world's bustle can't interrupt your thoughts. This peaceful break allows you to take deep breaths, reflect on your life, and soothe your mind. It's similar to hitting the pause button during a hectic day to really connect with your own feelings and thoughts. Simply sitting in silence, perhaps with a warm cup of tea in hand, and letting your thoughts wander freely can be incredibly renewing. This isn't a time to plan your day or figure out problems. Instead, It's about being present with yourself, embracing peace. Making this a regular part of your life helps you better understand what truly matters to you, guiding you towards a more authentic and joyful way of living. Lesson 13. Tell others about your life's path. As we go through life, we collect a variety of stories, experiences, and lessons learned. Sharing these isn't just about recounting events, it's about forming deeper connections with people. When you open up about the paths you've taken, the hurdles you've faced, and how you've managed to move past them, you could light up the way for someone else in a dark spot. This act of sharing can give others hope and may inspire them to overcome their own struggles. It's as if you're showing them a way through a dense, shadowy forest. Opening up about our journeys helps make us feel connected and part of a larger community, all learning and growing together. Whether it's chatting over coffee with a friend, writing a heartfelt letter, or penning down your thoughts for others to read someday, sharing fosters a sense of togetherness. We not only help ourselves, but also touch the lives of others, building a world filled with more compassion and understanding by sharing our stories. Thanks for watching till the end. I hope this video was to your liking. If you enjoyed it, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more like this. As always, until next time.